Sweet Tea literally had a Cinderella story the last couple years of her life. Follow me here.
Let's be honest, every day on the internet seems to bring a new wave of drama. And Funky Dineva is always there with a scoop, delivering it raw and unfiltered. This time, he's focused on the drama surrounding Sweet Tea and Dr. G from Married to Medicine. And according to Funky, this situation is deeper than just reality TV. It's personal, calculated, and messy from the inside out. Funky Dineva didn't hold back at all. In fact, he made it clear that this wasn't just about low ratings or lack of excitement on the show. He suggested something much more strategic was happening. He believes that Sweet Tea wasn't added to the cast to share her story or connect with the audience. Instead, she was brought in to serve a bigger plan, one that had very little to do with her and everything to do with shaking up someone else's storyline. From the outside, it might have looked like she was a new wife joining the cast to show her life with Dr. G. But Funky claimed that wasn't the case at all. According to him, Sweet Tea was used like a chess piece in a game she didn't even know she was playing. The goal? To stir things up with Quad Webb, Dr. G's ex-wife and longtime cast member of the show. Let's rewind for a moment. Sweet Tea, after getting married to Dr. G, probably thought she was starting her fairy tale ending. One minute, she's living a normal life, and the next, she's appearing on national television. But how did it happen? According to Funky, it started when Sweet Tea slid into Dr. G's direct messages. Things moved fast, and before she knew it, she was married and thrown into the spotlight. What she didn't realize was that this spotlight came with hidden motives. Funky believes she was brought on the show not to tell her own story, but to cause a stir in Quad's storyline. In other words, she was caught in a situation she didn't ask for and wasn't prepared to handle. She wasn't even aware that the producers had no real long-term plan for her. Once the storyline involving her and Quad didn't explode the way producers had hoped, she was no longer needed. Just like that, she went from being the center of attention to being left out of the picture. The first public sign that Sweet Tea might be distancing herself from the show came when she went live on Instagram during Mother's Day. Most fans thought it was just a sweet moment to honor mothers, but her words told a deeper story.
She gets thrown on a TV show. Like, that is a lot for any regular person living a regular old life, and overnight they get married and get put on a TV show. Like, most people would dream to have a situation like that. And I know that that girl, her family was excited.
She spoke about needing peace in her life and wanting her choices to make sense. She shared that it was more important for her to be genuine and emotionally at ease than to chase fame or stay on camera for attention. She explained that Married to Medicine didn't provide that peace. She had hoped her time on the show would inspire others, but ultimately, she wasn't willing to sacrifice her well-being to continue. In that moment, it felt like her soft goodbye. Later, in another live video, she confirmed what many had already suspected: she was leaving the show after only 2 seasons. She said it plainly, the drama wasn't worth it. Funky Dineva was already hinting at it during his live streams, even before there was an official announcement. He let everyone know that both Sweet Tea and Dr. G were not returning for the upcoming season. He didn't beat around the bush. He said it outright, they were done filming. And Funky isn't someone who just makes things up. He has deep ties in the reality TV world and knows when something is brewing behind the scene. Funky didn't just say they were gone, he explained why. According to him, their exit had nothing to do with bad ratings or boring storylines. The situation behind the scenes was much more complex. He said Sweet Tea was never meant to be a long-term star. Instead, she was brought on to create drama with Quad. Remember, Quad used to be married to Dr. G, so producers thought showing his new marriage on the same show would spark fireworks. They were counting on Sweet Tea to be fiery, dramatic, and confrontational. They believed she would stir up the kind of trouble that keeps people talking.
I know she started building sandcastles in the sky of like all the things she wanted to do with her life and do with the money, and then bam, this happened.
But that didn't happen. Sweet Tea came in expecting to be herself, not to play the role of a reality show villain. She didn't follow the script they had imagined for her. Instead of causing fights or throwing shade, she tried to keep things calm and didn't fall for the setup. That's when the producers stopped using her as much. Once she failed to deliver the drama they wanted, they pushed her to the side. According to Funky, she became collateral damage. She was brought in to cause tension, but when things didn't go as planned, she was discarded, like her role never mattered. Now, let's talk about Dr. G. Because whether you liked him or not, he wasn't just standing by quietly. He was part of all this too. According to Funky Dineva, Dr. G knew what he was walking into when he returned to the show. This wasn't just about introducing his new wife or updating fans on his life. It was about staying relevant and grabbing attention again. Think about it, why would he return to the same show that exposed all his past drama with Quad? He had to know that producers weren't inviting him back out of kindness. They wanted to reignite the past and create a new storyline full of tension. And while he might not have been the one who designed the plan, he didn't stop it either. He allowed Sweet Tea to enter a space where she was clearly being used. And when things started falling apart, he didn't really step up to protect her. During the reunions and other moments where things got tough, Dr. G appeared distant and passive. He didn't take charge or try to shield her from the drama. He just went along with it, staying in the background. In reality, TV people are often measured by how much excitement they bring. Producers want viral moments, arguments, breakdowns, anything that will get viewers talking. Sweet Tea didn't play that game. She stayed calm, tried to keep her dignity, and avoided the trap set for her. And because of that, she was no longer useful to the show. Funky said it best the producers were looking for a new rival to go against Quad. They thought Sweet Tea would bring the fire, but instead, they got someone who just wanted peace. When the reunion aired, Sweet Tea didn't snap or go off like many expected. And in the world of reality, TV not giving that kind of energy means you're out. Sweet Tea didn't explode. She didn't play along. She didn't let herself be dragged into chaos. And for that, she was seen as boring or unfit for the show. But the truth is, she just didn't want to be part of a show that was built on tearing people down. After leaving Married to Medicine, Sweet Tea didn't disappear. She found a new path, one where she could tell her story without being controlled or manipulated. She's now sharing her life on YouTube, creating videos that reflect who she really is. There's no drama, no scripts, and no pressure to perform. She's joined a new circle of women on a different platform, where the focus is on support, not conflict. Her new content feels fresh, joyful, and real. She laughs more. She's more relaxed. She talks openly and looks genuinely happy. It's clear she's found a safer space, one where she can shine without having to fight for screen time. And maybe, just maybe, getting let go from Bravo was the best thing that could have happened to her. Going back to everything Funky Dineva said, it's clear this wasn't just about a failed reality TV appearance. It was a setup from the beginning. As soon as Sweet Tea came onto the show, her role had already been written. She wasn't meant to be a star on her own. She was meant to shake things up, to trigger a reaction, especially from Quad. And when that plan didn't work, she was tossed aside. She didn't have anyone protecting her. Dr. G didn't step in. The producers didn't offer guidance or support. Once filming stopped, so did the care. As one fan tweeted, Sweet Tea deserves better. She's glowing now, but reality TV chewed her up and spat her out. Another added Funky Dineva is telling no lies. Bravo didn't want real, they wanted chaos. So what do you think? Was Sweet Tea just caught in a messy situation? Or was this all part of a bigger plan to use her for someone else's drama? Either way, the truth is out now, and it's clear she's found her voice, her peace, and her path forward. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because there's always more drama to uncover and more truth to tell. She's glowing now, but reality TV chewed her up and spat her out. Another added Funky Dineva is telling no lies. Bravo didn't want real, they wanted chaos. So what do you think? Was Sweet Tea just caught in a messy situation? Or was this all part of a bigger plan to use her for someone else's drama? Either way, the truth is out now, and it's clear she's found her voice, her peace, and her path forward. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because there's always more drama to uncover and more truth to tell.